Hello everyone. No, this is not the same video as the last one I posted, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some of the better cuttings that are here that are looking like they're doing the best here, and I'm going to transplant them into some containers and take it from there. So what I'll do here is I will pull out I think four or five of these, maybe 6 of them, and I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to trim them up, and I'm going to bring them over to the other container, and I'm going to transplant them. So I'll show you what I'm going to do when I get there. So okay, so I just pulled 3 of them. They seem to be all Maria Roses from over here. They're just in there. So I just pulled them out of there. They're all kind of tangled up. So they don't look great, but they are still alive. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to go ahead and plant them, water them, and see what happens. I got to prune these back and before I plant them, and we'll see how that goes. I'll take you over to the trellis, or the not trellis, but the containers that I'm going to put them in. Okay, so here's the 3 that I just trimmed them up, pruned them up, cleaned them up, reduced the amount of branches on there, kind of give them a fresh start. You can see how dried out that soil is. Man, this stuff is crumbling off. This is really dry stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to put them in the container. I'm going to put these 3 in one container, and then Maria Rosa, because I'm looking for pollinators, and this also has some fruit that is worth eating. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them over to the container right now. Okay, so here's the container that I'm going to be putting these 3 in. They're all 3 Maria Roses. You can see here how dry this is. It's just crumbling off. The soil is so dry. Just little bits are hanging on to the roots, but it's just totally dry stuff. So it's amazing that these guys are still alive, and they're all kind of sunken in a little bit, quite a bit actually. And I'm going to put them in the pots, and we'll give it a little bit of water, and we'll see how they do. I'm sure they're going to be fine, like the other ones I put in. It'll take about a month or so before they kind of make an adjustment, but I'm going to go ahead and put them in the pots. Okay, so here they are in the pot, in the container, right? Yeah, they don't look too bad actually. I mean, especially this one. This one is still pretty thick there. So yeah, I think these are going to do fine. I know some people are going, what kind of soil are you using? Anything I got, really. Some of this is potting mix, some of this is sand, some of this is natural dirt, some of this is obviously wood cuttings and stuff from trees around here. I also put in pumice. I like using pumice, so it helps drain. So yeah, so that's what the soil is. I'm not really particular on soil. I have all kinds, and every single one are doing just fine. I know some of them are very particular about how they use their soil, what they plant their dragon fruit in, but as long as it's not over watered and moisture is building up at the bottom, I think they'll be fine. So, and they got good drainage. So I leave it at that. I've been doing this for 6 years. I'm not an expert, but so far I haven't had any problems. Okay, and so my second pot here, I'm going to take some fresh cuttings from a Vietnamese white that I have about 20 feet away. They're very mature cuttings, and I'm going to put them in here. Mainly they're great pollinators, and also I really need to thin this guy out. So I'm going to take at least 3 cuttings from here, and I'm going to put them over there. So I'll just show you that in a minute. Okay, so here's the cuttings from the Vietnamese white. I took 3 off of there, some mature branches. And you notice at the ends, I cut them at these ends here where it's a little bit more wood-like. And so I am going to put them right in the dirt, since they're at the end here. What they have is a little bit more wood versus this pulpy type fleshy material. I don't have to wait till they dry out, and I just put them right in the dirt. Now these big thick cuttings, fresh cuttings from you know, like Vietnamese white, Maria Rosa, Soul Kitchen, they take a long time to root and push out stuff, so it may be several months. It may not even be spring until they actually put out new growth, but they'll be fine. I've done this before. As long as they you know, stay hydrated and I don't overwater them and they're protected, and they'll do fine. So I'm going to put them in the dirt right now. Okay, so here we are. 3 cuttings of Vietnamese white are in the container. I got support for them, and here are the Maria Rosas, the dried up Maria Rosas that I had over there in that makeshift greenhouse, and they're in the container, and they're going to be fine. They'll be ready to go by next spring with new shoots, and they may not flower. These might, because they're already rooted, and once they get healthy they'll probably push out some flowers, which is good. I'm going to use them for pollen, not so much for fruit, and that's the goal here. So alright, thanks.